described.
Hold on, okay? You know, and again, this is not a platform for you to get.
It's not a platform. This is for me to document
hold on.
the tyranny that's happening in this state.
Hey, you've had an opportunity to talk. I'm just trying to set reasonable expectations for everybody, all right? We're talking about what happened at 1:30 in the morning, more or less, on March 9th, okay? So we're not talking about COVID or COVID rules or masks or whether or not.
It's bigger than that.
But hold on.
It's way bigger than that.
You are talking about the First Amendment, and I'm taking copious notes on what you're talking about. I understand, that's the defense that you're putting forth, and that is relevant to this case.
Thank you.
Okay, but we're not talking about COVID. If you have any further testimony, you are able to go ahead and testify, but let's keep it to the relevant facts, if you please.
I feel it's relevant, but if you don't, it's already on the record, and it is what it is. Like I said, it's malicious prosecution on behalf of this prosecutor. It's like, why did he drop the other charges? You know, because there's no damage. There's nothing. There's no element of criminal mischief in this case. Maybe perhaps graffiti, and then why would he be trying to get me to plea out to a graffiti charge? Okay, why didn't you charge me with that to begin with? Because you're trying to get me to. You're trying to hold a stick over my head and then give me a carrot. Well, not going to happen.
Pardon me, sir. Like the rules of evidence apply. According to the rules of evidence, any discussions that the parties have regarding settlement are not admissible. The court wants to encourage parties to talk openly about settling the case. So whether or not he offered you a different deal or whether you said anything in the context of trying to settle this case before, none of that is admissible. Okay? Do you have any other testimony regarding the facts of this case that you want the court to know, please?
I just want the court to go over the whole graffiti statute. It's section 9901 through 9999. It's actually 99.01, 02, 03, 04, and then 99.99 is the penalty. And I would like
and this is a city ordinance in Manchester?
This is a city ordinance in Manchester.
So you're asking to have that admitted and have the court take judicial notice of it?
Yes, that it says it shall, if anybody violates any provision of this chapter, it shall be guilty of a violation. Shall be guilty of a violation. We know what that means, right? And may be subject to a fine up to $1,000. A separate offense shall be deemed committed for each day during which violation occurs or continues.
Understood. So do you have a copy of it there, and have you given it to the state?
I can give him this copy.
Okay, the court needs a copy too if you want me to take it in. Any objection to me taking in a copy of the city ordinance, sir?
I don't think it's relevant, but I have no objection to the city ordinance and what it states.
Okay.
Who cares about the law, right? Just that I did not purposely cause any type of damage, and I was exercising my First Amendment right to free speech. So that's my defense, and that was my even if I was doing that for sake of argument, I believe I still could be charged with graffiti, but they didn't charge me with graffiti. You know, because that's content neutral. Even though the police department said they were inappropriate stickers, who determined that? Right? Who determines the appropriateness of the stickers? That's the question. And that's all.
Okay. Does the state have any cross-examination questions for this witness?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. You may step down.
Join the White Rose. Waste of our tax dollars and time.
Is there anything else that you wish to present, sir, in way of testimony or evidence?
None whatsoever.
If the parties will indulge me, do we have anything else on this afternoon?
We have one on the case, Melissa Alba. I have an agreement for that matter.
Yeah, may I?
One
Sure.
second. As long as we're not going to delay anyone else substantially, I think it's probably prudent for me to just take a 10-minute recess, review the exhibits, review the video, and review the city ordinance. Would the parties like me to do that and then come out and entertain closing arguments?
Sure, that's fine with me.
Attorney Blanchard?
That's fine if you prefer that over making an argument now and taking it under advisement to review later.
I'd like to take a look at all the evidence. I think I can take in the parties' closing arguments and legal theories after that, once I kind of have a handle on what exactly the video shows, if that's okay. And the other case that we have on this afternoon, Attorney Broderick, did you say it was a continuance or something?
It's an agreement, the defendant's pro se.
Yep.
It's an agreement to continue to explore conditional no cross.
Okay, if I can approve that, I can try to get both you and the defendant out of here and back to their normal day.
Your Honor, Ms. Yule is outside. Do you want me to bring her in here so that you can have a telephone?
Yeah, please, just so I can tell her what's going on and make sure she understands this and agrees to it. Stand by, everyone else. So we're making a quick shift into the State v. Miss Yule. And I'll just give a moment for her to come in.
I'll stop.